You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. The time now, 7 o'clock, time for another Hour of Blues here on the Friday Night Blues Show on a glorious night here in Masterton. And it's been a beautiful day in the Wairarapa. It's also been a beautiful day over the hill in Wellington as well. But certainly today, you could say it was a beautiful day in paradise.
Just around the world. When I get back, I'm gonna have diamonds and pearls all by myself. All by myself. All by myself. All by myself. I didn't have no one to help me, had to do it all by myself. Locked up in jail, it weren't no hanging crime, but now I'm on the farm, boys, and I'm doing time all by myself. All by myself. All by myself. All by myself. I didn't have no one to help me, had to do it all by myself. I don't need no help, and I'm by myself. All by myself. Yeah, by myself. All by myself. I didn't have no one to help me, had to do it all by myself. Cross-eyed Sue told Popeye Jim, all of Uncle Sam's soldiers, I can take care of them all by myself. All by myself. All by myself. All by myself. I don't need no one to help me, I can do it by myself. Told the mule, I got you, son, what you bet? Now by myself. All by myself. Yeah, by myself. All by myself. I didn't have no one to help me, had to do it all by myself.
Opening up the show tonight, they're the Elvin brothers, Dave and Phil, and a song called All By Myself from an album they put out a few years ago called Common Ground, when they played and sang the songs of Big Bill Broonzy. This year will mark the 50th birthday of Alligator Records, that blues label that's based in Chicago. It started off in 1971, and hopefully they will be putting out another box set of songs that they've recorded from years 45 to 50, and I'll add that to the collection of the others. Thought I'd play a track from the first collection, the first 20 years of Alligator Records, and The track I've selected is a track from Charlie Musselwhite, who last year, along with Alvin Bishop, who also features on some of the other tracks in this collection. Charlie Musselwhite and Alvin Bishop put out an album on, I'm pretty sure it was the Alligator label, but at some stage between 1971 and 1991, Charlie Musselwhite recorded this song.
When we first got together, you were nice to me. Your sweet voice was a melody, and I liked your town. Thought I'd stay in your town. I liked your town, I thought I'd hang around. Everything was mellow, everything was fine. You had your reefer, I had my wine, and we had a good time. Had a high old time. I liked your town, I thought I'd hang around. Time went by, things began to change. Stayed so high, I couldn't feel the pain. You got tired of your town, up to here with your town. Had enough of your town, couldn't stand to hang around. What they say, don't worry about tomorrow, just live for the day. I'm leaving your town. I'm leaving your town. Had enough of your town. I had enough of your town. Getting out of your town, I ain't gonna hang around. Love comes and goes, you know it's true. If you fall in love, be prepared to lose and leave that town. And leave that town. Get on out of that town. Get on out of that town. Get on down the line, don't bother to hang around. Getting on out of your town. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Moving on down the line. I'm leaving your town, no need to hang around.
Freddie King there, a song called, according to the LP, Worry My Life No More, and it's a little bit confusing because a big Maceo Merriweather is credited with the song on the liner notes, and on the LP label it's Willie Dixon, and I can only assume that Willie Dixon flogged Big Maceo's song and just varied it a little bit to get some royalties. Right, we'll go back to 1971 and an album that was put out by Bonnie Raitt, simply called Bonnie Raitt, and I think this might have been her first album. It's got some great songs on it and some great artists, including Junior Wells on harmonica, and here's Walking Blues.
Shoes, you know by that I must have had them walking blues. Woke up this morning, people, I feel around for my shoes. Well, you know by that I must have had them walking blues. Feel like blowing my lonesome home. I got up this morning, all I had was gone. You know I feel like blowing my lonesome home. You know I got up this morning, all I had was gone. Tell me these old worried blues ain't bad. They're the worst old feeling I most ever had, you know. Some people tell me these worried blues ain't bad. You know they're the worst old feeling I most ever had. From his head down to his Lord, he breaking on a dollar most anywhere he goes.
And next up we've got a track from B.B. King, and this is from an LP called Rock Me Baby, and it contains songs that he recorded for the Kent record label in the 1950s and I think into the early 1960s. Some great tracks on this album, including this one, and this one's called, what's it called? It's My Own Fault.
I
18 minutes after 7 o'clock here on Arrow FM. You're listening to the Friday Night Blues Show. And next up, we'll have Tuna Ro from the 1950s. And these songs are probably don't need any description.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, been snooping around my door. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, been snooping around my door. You can wag your tail, but I ain't gonna feed you no more. You told me you was high class, but I can see through that. Yeah, she told me you was high class, but I can see through that. And Daddy, I know you ain't no real cool cat. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, been snooping around my door. You just old hound dog, been snooping around my door. You can wag your tail, but I ain't gonna feed you no more. Oh, plenty more. Oh, listen to them old hound dogs. Oh, plenty, it's all right up here. Now listen to that old hound dog howl. Ooh. Oh, play it, boy, play it. Oh, you make me feel good. Oh, do the mess around right long here. Now wag your tail. Oh, get it. Oh, get it now. Get it, get it, get it. Oh, you hound dog. You made me feel so blue. You made me weep and moan. You made me feel so blue. Yeah, you made me weep and moan. 'Cause you ain't looking for a woman. All you looking is for. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, quit snooping around my door. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, quit snooping around my door. You can wag your tail, but I ain't gonna feed you no more.
Well, now that's all right, now, Mama. That's all right for you. That's all right, now, Mama. Any way you do, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. Well, my mama, she done told me, Papa told me too. The life you living, son, now women will be the death for you, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. Yeah, man. Baby, 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 2 is 4. I love that woman, but I got to let her go. But that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. Babe, now if you don't want me, why You won't be bothered with me round your house no more. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright now, mama. Any way you do.
The big boy Cradle up there, and That's Alright song he wrote and of course made famous by Elvis when he recorded that in the Sun Studios in the early 1950s. And next up we've got Louis Jordan and a song all about the old Saturday night fish fry.
Now if you ever been down to New Orleans, then you can understand just what I mean. Now all through the week it's quiet as a mouse, but on Saturday night they go from house to house. You don't have to pay the usual admission if you're a cook or a waiter or a good musician. So if you happen to be just passing by, stop in at the Saturday night fish fry. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never seen such scuffling and shuffling till the break of dawn. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never seen such scuffling and shuffling till the break of dawn. Now my buddy and me was on the main stem, fooling around, just me and him. We decided we could use a little something to eat, so we went to a house on Rampart Street. We knocked on the door and it opened with ease, and a lush little miss said, "Come in, please." And before we could even bat an eye, we were right in the middle of a big fish fry. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never seen such scuffling and shuffling till the break of dawn. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never seen such scuffling and shuffling till the break of dawn. Now my buddy and me, we fell right in and we hollered, "Let the joy begin." Now we figured this was a good place to play, 'cause the party was already underway. But all of a sudden the lights went low and everybody made straight for the front door. Man, I was so scared I didn't know where to go. I stood right there, then I fell on the floor. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never seen such scuffling and shuffling till the break of dawn. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never seen such scuffling and shuffling till the break of dawn. Now the women was screaming and jumping and yelling, the bottles was flying and the fish was smelling, and way up above all the noise they made, somebody hollered, "Better get out of here, this is a raid." I didn't know we were breaking the law, but somebody reached over and hit me on the jaw. They had us blocked off from the front to the back, and they were putting them in the wagon like potato sacks. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never seen such scuffling and shuffling till the break of dawn. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never seen such scuffling and shuffling till the break of dawn. I knew I could get away if I had a chance, but I was shaking like I had the St. Vitus dance. Now I tried to crawl under a bathtub when the policeman said, "Where you going now, bub?" Now they got us out of there like a house of fire, put us all in that black Mariah. Now they might have missed a pitiful few, but they got both me and my buddy too. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never seen such scuffling and shuffling till the break of dawn. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never seen such scuffling and shuffling shelter till the break of dawn. We headed for jail in a day's condition. They booked each one of us on suspicion. Now my chick came down and went my bail and finally got me out of that rotten jail. Now, if you ever want to get a fist in your eye, just mention a Saturday night fish fry. I don't care how many fish in the sea, but don't ever mention a fish to me. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never seen such scuffling and shuffling till the break of dawn. It was rockin', it was rockin'. You never seen such scuffling and shuffling till the break of dawn.
Louis Jordan there with all sorts of fun and games and police raids at the old Saturday night fish fry. Next up, we're going to jump ahead a few years. The Louis Jordan song was recorded in 1949, and we'll jump ahead to the 1960s and have this track from Canned Heat. Back in 2003, we celebrated 100 years of the blues, and the event that really kicked it off was a concert at Carnegie Hall in New York in February 2003. So I thought we'd chuck in a couple of tracks from that particular concert, and we'll start off with Bonnie Raitt with a Elmore James song called Coming Home, and we'll follow that one up with Buddy Guy doing the great Muddy Waters song called I Can't Be Satisfied. But first up, we've got Bonnie Raitt.
Time for a little Elmore James.
Won't be back no more. Going back down south, child, don't you wanna go? And I'm in trouble, be on my way. Well, you know, I just can't be satisfied, and I just can't keep from crying. Well, I feel like snapping a pistol in your face. Let some lonesome graveyard be your resting place while I'm in trouble, be on my way. Well, you know, I just can't be satisfied, and I just can't keep from crying. Baby, she gon' jump and shout. that old train will be late, man, when I come walking out. Well, I'm in trouble, I'll be on my way. Well, you know, I just can't be satisfied, and I just can't keep on crying. Just can't be satisfied, and I just can't keep from crying. Hey! Thank
A great concert, that one held way back in 2003, and that brought the time to 21 minutes to 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM. And next up on the Friday Night Blues Show, we've got a track from the album put out by Rick Estrin and the Nightcats a couple of years ago. The album was called Temporary, and the track I've selected is one called New Year's Eve.
Like Christmas, crazy about New Year's Eve. Oh, I don't like Christmas, crazy about New Year's Eve. It's a brand new year and a brand new chance for me. Oh, goodbye 19, 2020, come on in. Hey, goodbye 19, 2020, come on in. Oh, stand back, people, watch a brand new year begin. Change, 'cause starting this new year, I'm gonna up my game. I got a brand new shot, so man, look at here, can't be the same old fool that I was last year. Take off running, please don't block my way. I'm gonna take off running, please don't block my way. Oh man, it's 2020, I got no more time to play.
sitting on top of the world. Worked all the summer, worked all the fall, had to take Christmas in my overhaul. But now she gone, and I don't worry, sitting on top of the world. Going down to the freight yard, catch me a freight train. I'm gonna leave this town. Work done got hard, but now she gone, and I don't worry, sitting on top of the world.
Howling Wolf there, and sitting on top of the world, a song I think from memory was put out in the 1930s by the Mississippi Shakes, and I was just having a look to see when that one was recorded, and just bear with me, there we go, it was recorded in Chicago by Howling Wolf on December 1957. The next track was recorded in 1994 and features on an album by Eric Clapton called From the Cradle, which saw really his return to blues music after the tragedy of the death of his son Connor in the 80s, and the subsequent hit Tears in Heaven, and the big hit album Eric Clapton Unplugged. And he followed this that one up with this one, which is a pure blues album, and it's got some great tracks on the album. And the track I've selected is Eddie Boyd's 5 Long Years.
Have you ever been mistreated? You know just what I'm talking about. Have you ever been mistreated? You know just what I'm talking about. I worked 5 long years for one woman. She had the nerve to put me out. I got a job in a steel mill, shucking steel like a slave. 5 long years every Friday I'd come straight to home with all my pay. Have you ever been mistreated? You know She had a nerve to put me out. Should a long time ago. The next woman that I marry, she gonna work and bring me to gold. Have you ever been mistreated? You know just what I'm talking about. I've worked for a long years for one woman. She had the nerve, she had the nerve, she had the nerve, she had the nerve to put me out.
It's a great album, that one from Eric Clapton, the album called From the Cradle, and that brought the time to bang on 8 minutes to 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM, and you're listening to the Friday Night Blues Show. And next up, we've got a track from a reasonably recent album. It was put out, if I remember rightly, in 2019, I think it was. It was put out by Ronnie Earl and the Broadcasters, and features a few guest vocalists and instrumentalists, including Kim Wilson, the harmonica player, who is also on the vocals of this track, which is a cover of a Howling Wolf song, Baby How Long.
Phone.
great way to finish the show, and once I stop talking, we'll have a few seconds of silence, and then we'll have some commercial-free Kiwi music will take us to the 60s show at 8 o'clock. You've been listening to the Friday Night Blues Show, which was the first broadcast all over the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7.